Here we go. Here's the well. Here's the well. By the way, remember that item we could see from behind there the whole time? There it is. And down we go. A descent into madness. Or at least our descent into some underground catacomb sewer stuff. I don't think there are any invisible walls down here, if I'm remembering right. But I'll do that, because it takes but a second just to double check. Oh, well, nothing there. I'm just gonna keep swinging, and if you happen to walk into it, it's your own fault. Stormveil has quite good level design, I agree. I mean, in general, I would say that there's a lot of good level design in Elden Ring. The Subterranean Shunning Grounds. So hey, remember when we read all that lore about the omens and we found out that nobility of omens doesn't necessarily have their horns cut off, but instead are left underground from the capital? Welcome to where the omens are kept. Uh-oh, that was the worst possible time to roll. Boy, Eleanor's pole blade does not slow those guys down at all. Let's grab a different weapon instead. Let's grab something with a little more oomph to it. Great Horn Hammer. Haven't used this for a little while. Also, we've been in Blythe's armor for quite some time. How about some Hoslow armor? Why not? Along with the Briar stuff. Yeah, that works. And our hat will be something like that as well. Raging Wolf Helm. There we go. Now we're fancy. We're gonna look very fancy as we swing our big club at things. Whoops. Boy, he didn't give a shit about that either. There we go. Now you'll give a shit. The only problem is having Eleanor's pole blade is really good for, like, bleed buildup, which really rocks these guys, but you know what? Stopping them from being able to attack by bashing their skulls in feels a little better. Use the Godskin Staff Twin Blade on your first playthrough. Dex weapons generally got the wrong end of the stick from what you played if you don't use the obvious OP weapons like Moonveil. I disagree when the game first came out. I think that slow strength weapons were incredibly underpowered when the game first came out, and Dex was definitely the way to go. It meant that you wouldn't really be able to stagger enemies quite so much, but things are so much slower back when the game first came out. I mean this in the most, like, non-exaggerating ways. I think that every single club and greatsword, ultra greatsword, have been sped up by 50% or more. Everything is so much faster for these weapons than they used to be. And when they were that slow, everything just traded with you, and it was awful. Also, hello, Nudgy Black. How are you? Things go well so far for us. I like what they did to the big weapons. Big weapons are now usable. I've always liked using big weapons in my playthroughs because speedruns is nothing but small, fast weapons and or spells, and will always, always, always be like that because big weapons are never going to be as good as your small, fast weapons and or spells. Oh, God, we phased through the floor for a second there and got a small sight of what lies beyond. Try not to phase me through the floor again there, game. Blood-soaked manchettes and a blood-soaked mask. Do you want to look like a burn victim? Mask formed from tightly wound bandages soaked through with blood. Even the most ghastly cover is more inviting than the festering face beneath. And the manchettes are going to have a similar story. There they are. Any protection is welcome for the festering arms beneath. Down we go into Ratland. Darkman. Yes, you can make Darkman in this game. What do you think you are, Dark Souls 1 rat? Get out of that box. Ah! Damn flowers. Think they own the place. Oh, I got the hiccups. Sorry. A Runok. Lost ashes of... Ow, 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 ow. That's a big hand. I forgot about that hand. Legitimately forgot about it. Oh, God. Would you be so kind as to piss off, Mr. Hand? There we go. Oh, no. Stop. Stop. Don't kill me. Okay, we're good. Sheesh. Alright, who's making splorching noises other than me?
Let me out. Let me out of here. Must eat more. Defile more. Everything that matters to you for generations to come. I am the Dung Eater, a scourge upon the living.
A scourge. Behold, the Dung Eater. This is where he actually resides. He was somehow able to still get a little red shade over to the Round Table Hold, but he's just in jail here, bashing his head against a wall, going crazy. Howdy.
Who are you?
You know me.
I've been here long enough. I will kill again. And defile each corpse with care. Just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed. Along with their children. And their children's children. For all time to come. I will kill again. And defile each corpse with care. Just to be sure that when they're reborn, they'll be cursed. Along.
So, we've let the Dung Eater go. Surely this can't have any repercussions. Dude, you're free. Stop. Alright, whatever. You have fun there. You have fun there. I'm sure nothing bad at all will happen from this decision to let a insane murderer out of jail. And if something bad does happen, how could we possibly have known? I mean, it's not like he's been telling us that he desperately wants to defile corpses and spread curses, or... Oh, wait. Yes, he has. Well, maybe we're just a little crazy ourselves. Known corpse defiler let out of jail. More news at 11. Why is everything around me dying? I'm not even attacking that many things, and things are just dying. Doesn't open from this side. Well, poo-poo. By the way, did you like that lovely little trap that they set up where there is a hole right in the center here to make you fall down, and they put this item over here and then obscure the hole as much as they can with slugs? Hey, look, another hole. Rainbow stone arrows. This is just an arrow that leaves a rainbow stone marker wherever it hits. Nothing special about it beyond that. Big Omen! Oh, I tried to get the hit off before he did it. Yeah, we'll go down that hole eventually. Oh, no. He tickled me. No worries, we'll be going down the hole when the time comes. I just want to get the stuff up above the hole first. Somber Smithing 8. I'll take a Somber Smithing 8. That's a nice little grab. Hey, that door looks familiar. Shh, don't let them know. Look at them, sitting all comfortably, looking at their statue of a maiden, all happy and content. Little do they know that they're gonna die and then they'll be defiled. Ah! My body! Oh, the power bomb. As God is my witness, I am broken in half. This is almost like a double boss fight because of how hard it is to stagger these things. Which does suck a lot. I'm dead. Oh, he didn't hit. Can you all leave each other's side for like half a second so I can fight one without the other getting involved? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm almost dead. Stop. 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 Quit it. Quit being two of you. Isn't it really fun to not be able to attack ever? Jesus. I died to them falling on me. Son of a bitch. You fat pieces of shit. I got Goomba stomped. God damn it. As always, double boss fights suck, and that is the equivalent of a double boss fight in this area. Turn my little lantern on so I can see. Thank you. Yep. Hop. A hip, hop, a hippie to the hip, hip hopping. And you don't stop the rocking? Boop 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 boop. Oh, I did not go this way before. I'll have to go that way another time. I want to get my runes back and then go beat up the guys that beat me up. Monster Hunter plays entirely different from Souls. That's probably the reason why. That whole cursed blood thing seems to not be much of a detriment and more of a positive. As we can see with these Omen fights. These things are tough as nails. Oh. Anyway, here's a big difference. The slightest, tiniest, littlest attack done to you, knocking you on your ass, feels really, really bad in Soulsborne games. A little bit less so in a game like Monhan. Jeez, I'm afraid I'm gonna fall through the freaking floor like that. I was too far away by like half a step. Oh, they can get in here. But this is a better place to fight them, that's for sure. It's not perfect, but it is an improvement. Uh-oh. It's about to be not an improvement. Okay, finally got one of them to their leash distance. And he even got blocked by the slugs. Slugma has got my back. Slugma is my new favorite Pokemon. Thanks, Slugma. Yeah, enemies completely ignoring each other's hitboxes while swinging and attacking each other certainly doesn't make the multi-boss fights any better. I'd even venture to say it makes them infinitely worse. Anyway, shortcut. You don't get a turn and you never deserved one. Yeah, that is the philosophy of the multi-boss fights and how they work. So hey, we could go down here, but we're going to save going down here for a little later. We got more exploration to do in other areas. Ow. Bad Slugma. Whoa, whoa! That one fell through the universe. The Elden Lord said to be so powerful he could remove creatures from existence entirely. There, it finally died. It's dark. I hope you're ready for not this, but the things that come with this. There it is. You love it, don't you? Everyone always loves this monster. It's their favorite. Okay, that's fucked up how that worked. Ow. Okay. It didn't let me do my critical. It denied me my critical, and then I just sat there taking an ass ton of damage. Is spacing just not a thing in Souls games anymore? Sort of. So here's the thing. As the Souls series and anything like it from the FromSoft games, they're the de facto ones that kind of determine how these things go, has advanced in time. They have done something that I personally have not been a fan of, and that is every enemy gets extreme gap closers. And the gap closers are always the fastest attacks they have, and they always deal more damage than their normal attacks. So you have a situation where if you want to put some distance between you and the enemy, what you're doing is unlocking their most dangerous move to use against you. Usually. And just welcoming them to use it. And they will do it from so far away, it'll make your head spin with how fast they get to you. I ran out of stamina there. Remember, you gotta roll into these guys to try and prevent it from doing the bullshit flail move that will kill you. There's the bullshit flail move, but because I went into it instead of away from it, we're safe. We're alive, at least. I don't know if safe is the right word. Son of a bitch, it never stopped attacking. Because I rolled away from it instead of through it. You're not allowed to run away from the enemy. If you try to run away from this enemy, it will never, ever, ever stop attacking. That's another thing that Modern Souls has done. Enemies are faster than you, and they will never stop attacking. They have infinite stamina, infinite mana, infinite items. Basically, what I mean to say is they cheat. Like part of what I love so much about Dark Souls 1 is it feels fair. It doesn't feel like it's difficult via the enemy cheating. Because the NPC enemies that you fight in Dark Souls 1, they have stamina. They have player stats that they have to abide by the rules of. They're still strong. They're still capable of beating you up and providing you a challenge. And then the other enemies don't really they don't have infinite chase capability. Like, this thing clearly has the ability to chase me forever if it wants to. If I try to run away from it, it will never ever stop going after me. That's why I said you have to roll into it instead of away from it. And you saw the example of me rolling away for it one time, and it did 12 attacks in a row to kill me. It just never stopped. And if you're wondering how that tends to happen, that is because the games are much more egregious about input reading now. And if it's reading that you're holding away from the enemy, then the enemy will do their much more dangerous attacks a lot more often. Their gap closers, if they see for, you know, the very first frame of you lifting that heal item to your face, they will instantly use their gap closer to get as close to you as possible and punish it. You can see that with, like, if you ever fight any of the Crucible Knights, they will instantly do the run forward and long range stab the frame that you press the heal button. And I mean the frame of it. The instant that you think about healing, you're punished. It's why that double Crucible boss fight, I had to mute myself for it, because that's really frustrating when you have two different enemies doing that at the same time, and it forces you to play extremely slow. Because if you try to attack enemy A and enemy B is next to them, enemy B will hit you, will cover enemy A's weak spot. What's that? Enemy A has done their attack and you dodged it? Congratulations. Enemy B is now doing their attack to make sure you cannot hit enemy A without getting hit by enemy B. What's that? You got really far away from enemy A? Well, guess what? Enemy B is running at you, and if you press that heal button, enemy B will do their super fast gap closer with major damage, and then your heal will be completely undone. And I'm sorry to complain about this. It's just, it becomes frustrating over time to see it happen, to see it again and again and again and again. It's the same thing, it's the same problem, it's the same annoyance every single time. And it's extra bad for bosses because bosses don't get staggered by your hits. So even if you hit a boss with like a big fat weapon, it's just going to tank the hit and trade with you. You know what I mean? It's like when we fought that double Omen earlier, which was a boss fight at a different area of the game. Like the instant that I went to do an attack that would stagger enemy A, Omen B is like, but wait, what if I shoot my Omen blood at you and force you into either a trade or it staggers you before your attack even goes off? Okay, yeah, so I can't go back that way anyway. Enjoy it because it doesn't involve people insulting you for not passing some arbitrary skill tier. I mean, is it really that much skill involved? It's really not. It comes down to luck and patience. If you're patient enough, you will beat that boss, but it could take you a very long time. It's always been like that for the double bosses, that is. I remember doing challenge runs in Dark Souls 1. I've done challenge runs in every single one of these Souls games, right? But I've done challenge runs in Dark Souls 1, and any time that I have to fight in Ornstein and Smough, I'm like, all right, get ready for a 45-minute long fight, depending on our luck. Or more, depending on whatever weapon I happen to be using. Alright, here we go. I don't believe I've checked down here yet. So let's go down here a little bit. And is that because I'm bad and can't fight Ornstein and Smough? No, it's just because Ornstein gets covered by Smough's giant fucking hammer. Or alternatively, well, you don't really want to kill Smough first. You always want to kill Ornstein first, just because Super Ornstein is a much more annoying fight than Super Smough. So, I'm starting to see the one drawback of equipping this Briar armor, and that is that I knock enemies out of their recovery frames a little bit too much, and then they get free recovery to continue swinging. Damn, son, every time I think I'm out of gargoyles to attack, or imps to attack, another one falls from the heavens. It's raining imps. Hallelujah. Oops. Anyway, don't ever feel bad if you have trouble with a double boss fight especially. That shit is not fair. It will never, ever, 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 ever be fair. Anyone that says it's fair is a fucking liar. Not only are they a fucking liar, but they're probably a really annoying person. That is like, oh, why aren't you just good? Uh-oh. We bonked. Bonked the wall. Tinked the wall. And there is a level of get good that does exist. It's just much lower than what people will put out there. Where's the thing that we just got? It might have been in the spells? I was not paying attention to what we got. I'm sorry. Let me double check. We got Shadow Bait, which is definitely an incantation. Why am I having trouble finding it? Oh, there it is. Incantation of the Two Fingers Servants, who once served as the assassins of the Round Table Hold. Create a pale gold shadow before the caster, luring foes of human build and attracting their aggression. This incantation can be cast while in motion, blah, blah, blah. It is said that those beguiled by the shadow see within it a hated foe. This is good for PvE, to lure enemies around. But if you want to lure, like, one enemy at a time, then... Well, the thing it does is it gives them something to look at that's not you. If you want to just lure an enemy one at a time to you, you know, there's the tried and true method of I shoot them with an arrow. That has always worked and always will work. Forever. It'll never be a bad choice. Also, notice how very easily I dealt with one omen compared to when two omens were fighting me. Like I said, it's not a matter of get good. It's a matter of sometimes you just don't have options. And when you're fighting two enemies at once, your options are much more limited than fighting just one enemy at once. Oh, look at this little guy. Look where he fell. Hey there, friend. You okay there, buddy? There we go. But yes, one of the problems with the design philosophy behind making the enemies so punishing, like the amount of extra speed that they have and damage that they can do, that kind of stuff. One of the problems with doing that is the fact that it really, 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 really encourages only certain types of weapons and play styles. Like, you see that I change weapons all the time. I swap between different weapon types, too. I use my hammers and my greatswords, and I've used flails and katanas, and, well, I haven't really used short swords. I've used daggers a little bit, the Reduvia specifically. I've used bows. I've used twin blades. I've used spears. I've used axes. I use everything. I guess the only thing I haven't used too much are fist weapons, but I got the Star Fist now. I could level that up. I like using all this stuff. If I really wanted to just dominate this game, now that I have Rivers of Blood, I would probably use that against almost everything, or the Moonveil against almost everything, because those weapons are incredibly good. In fact, let's switch weapons again. But, when you get right down to it, it gets to the point where people start thinking, well, why would I ever use Weapon A ever when Weapon B is able to deal with this type of enemy situation or that? If I can just cheese my way through the game. Like I've said before, I could cheese my way through this game no problem. I know how to. I know all the different best cheese items and cheese weapons and everything. I know how to use them. Ooh, careful, Mr. Lobster. Hold on, watch this. Uh-oh, that one discovered me. It can swing through that. I gotta be careful. Camera. Not cool. Ow. The other one hasn't come after me yet. Good. Finish him. Oh, I forgot you have a follow-up. After that first swing. Big swing. Massive swing, even. There we go. Lobster's taken care of. Definitely don't want both of them angry at you at the same time. For, you know, the reasons I've said before. I tried to swing my weapon into the first one, but the one behind it decided that was not allowed. But here, I pulled out a weapon that does something kind of similar to the Moonveil Katana in shooting a blade from a safe distance, specifically because I knew that there were two lobsters here and it was likely that both of them would attack me. Hey, Moog's Shackle! We've got a new shackle! A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen, and these ones were made to keep a particular omen under the strictest of confinement. Though faint, the shackle still retains vestiges of power, enough to trap the once-bound Moog on Earth, if only for a short time. And you see the big difference between the two. This one is coated in blood. Just covered in it. Blood everywhere. But it does the exact same thing as the other shackle. Which is to say, 1 damage to non-entity things, just to pop them open. And 1 specific enemy, it will allow you to turn into a non-issue for a short period of time. Hey, stop coming back, you. Do you hear the noises? The spirit caller snail. Haligdrick Talisman, +1. We've gotten a normal Haligdrick Talisman, right? No, we haven't. Talisman depicting a duo of ancient dragons, golden ancient dragons. Greatly boosts holy damage negation. Secret passage. Look what we found. Another kind of shortcut. Kind of. And look, we're back here. Now I gotta get up there. How, oh how can I get up there, guys? Does anybody know? Do you see the solution, Twitch chat? It's up there. For those wondering. Explosions! You know what? You're not wrong. With enough explosions, anything is possible. Or a big and powerful enough explosion. Hey, you. No one invited you. Damn, that punch hurt. Ooh, we frosted him. Nice big damage. That's what I call big damage. Boop, 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 woohoo. Still can't open from this side. Kick, swing, punish. You gotta love it when you get that girthy frostbite damage on top of the critical. It's very girthy. Okay, here we go. Time to go this way. At least I think, if I'm not being stupid here. Did I miss something that that I should have hit? I think I did. Let me see. Did I ever get the Leyndell Catacombs side of Grace? I didn't. Even though I definitely should have. Oh yeah, I did the stuff with the grate, with going down this. I already freed the Dung Eater, went through the little sewer stuff, and collected that stuff, no problem. Where did you come from? Oh, you must have dropped down from above, huh? Ow, my ankles. One of the very few times that incredibly useless cat talisman would be useful. Here it is. I just went straight and ignored this entirely. I was wondering why I didn't find what I was looking for. I was like, where's the door to the boss? It's because I missed my turn. Gross. Look up there. It's gross up there. Also, there's a lot of death here. It's time to pull the scythe out. Let's reap some souls. Let's put a nice Reaper's outfit on, too. Get Fia's hood. And maybe Fia's dress, too? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna defile you. I'm gonna do things to your corpse. It's gonna be real bad, mate. Okay, Mr. Dung Eater, that's fine. Let's get you back to your room. Wonder why it is it's called the Dung Eater. Does he just eat poo-poo? Is it the most literal of names? Why do these guys scream like head crab zombies from Half-Life? Uh-oh. Howdy there. You seem to have had your horns carved off. I guess you weren't nobility. Finish him. Oh, that didn't finish him by like 1 HP. Brave 9. Grave 8. Zambonis everywhere. Oh, hey, this place looks familiar. Wait a second. I never reactivated that. Turn off. No one gave you permission to be active. Alright, you can be active now. Take me up. This guy doesn't know that I am here. Wow, that was some perfectly timed shit there. Ah, I killed him with the roll. Nice. That's why we have Briar Gauntlets. This dungeon, yeah, these are the Leyndell catacombs that exist under the royal capital of Leyndell. Here we go with the Sacramental Bud, but more importantly, pull the lever and unlock the boss. Let's see. Let me double check all the items in here. Make sure I get all the important ones, just to be sure. Haven't gotten that. Okay, there's just one thing I haven't gotten, that's all. Okay. Simple enough. And I have an idea of where it is. Up this way. There we go. This is the Omen that got to keep his horns. Blue blood bastard that he was. Nope. I rolled entirely too soon. Oh, what a kick. Oof, I took way too many hits there. The Crucible Scale Talisman. Whoops. There it is. A talisman fashioned from a scale that embodies the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body long ago. A vestige of the crucible of primordial life, born partially of devolution, it was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as impurity of civilization. As advanced, reduces damage taken from critical hits. Is the same as the Crucible Nata and Crucible Feather Talisman in terms of lore, which we have gone over, well, like 3 times because there's 3 of them now. Let me just, sir, if I could just get another, get that back. If I could just hit it from the back again, sir. There you go. Thank you. Now I just gotta backtrack until I get to the door. Should be right this direction. There it is. We Gucci. Hey, you have friends. You're not supposed to have friends. I'm summoning a friend. Oh, never mind. So we've got a blood person with blood dogs and his blood worship of blood and his blood flies and his blood weapon. Did I mention blood? He's got a Reduvia dagger. There we go. He's also got that big-ass cloak hood. Those blood flies actually used to build up bleed a lot faster than they do now. They're still good. Oh, God, jeez. How did you not get staggered by me rolling into you? You just sat there spamming Reduvia. Anyway, as I was saying, they used to build up bleed a lot faster than they do now, even. But they're very fast and very homing, so they're still pretty good. A sanguine noble with a goofy-looking giant hood. Yup, that's it. Oh my God, the dogs. Alright, is that both dogs? Good. Now it's just you and me. Hey, I can make blood happen too. Oh my God. Stupid flies. Got him. Stop it. Sheesh, I gotta tell you, those flies are not anywhere near as good when used against NPC fights. They do not stagger them infinitely like that, to the point where you can't move. Jeez. Weak to flies? I am Lord of the Flies, thank you very much. Lord of the Flies. Alright, we got the Lord of Blood's Exaltation. A talisman depicting the exaltation of the Lord of Blood raises your attack power when blood loss occurs in the vicinity. Render up your offerings of blood to your lord. Drench my consort's chamber. Slake his cocoon's thirst. His awakening shall herald the dawn of our dynasty. Yum, yum. Blood. Let me see exactly how much it gives. It raises attack power by 20% for 20 seconds when blood loss occurs. It's pretty good. That's a lot of damage up. 20%'s a lot. It's like each fly individually punches you with a human-sized fist. I know, right? I don't remember those flies staggering me quite so heavily. Alright, Leyndell Catacombs completed. Let's see, there may or may not be something I missed going down the sluice drop. I don't think there was, but maybe I should double check. Big hat. Who doesn't love having a big hat? Big hat. Big Hat Logan doesn't have drip. Reminder, Big Hat Logan just wore the big hat because he wanted people to leave him alone. He was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Leave me alone. You can see that I'm uninterested by the fact that my face is covered and I refuse to talk to you too much. And then that didn't quite work out for him, did it? Instead, it just raised his notoriety. Why? Because it made him easily more recognizable. Big Hat Logan just wasn't particularly... He was very smart, but he didn't have a lot of wisdom. You know what I mean? A lot of book smarts, not a lot of street smarts. Grace mimics. Do 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 do. Boy, that thing fell a long way before it died. String. Oh, there's a flower. That's what that red was beside it. Basilisks in the sewers? Where have I seen this before? Does not open from this side. Why are they still exploding in ice? Omen Bairn. Let's take a peek at that, shall we? Hey there, buddy. Where's your Omen Bairn? Where is that Omen Bairn? Am I blind? Have I passed it 13 times already? Okay, what is walking near me? Nothing? Looks like nothing. Let me double check. Is the Omen Bairn maybe a usable item instead? Oh yeah, there it is. Soul of a Curseborn Bairn. Use FP to unleash wraiths that chase down foes. Omen babies have all their horns excised, causing most to perish. These fetishes are made to memorialize them. Please don't hate me or curse me. Please, yeah. It's rough. Yeah, it's right here along with the Wraith Calling Bell and the Ancestral Infant's Head. It's an item I don't think I've ever used more than like once or twice just to look at. It's it's essentially a Wraith Calling Bell that summons more. Hey, look. We've been here before. We're up above now. Yet again, we had to get down to get up. And look! Hey, that door looks familiar. Shortcut! Yay, shortcut. Yay, shortcut. So this is definitely the thing that FromSoft does super good, is layering the map in such a way that it seems like you have to go up to go to where your shortcut is or the next area, but instead you have to go down. You got to get down to get up. Get up to get down. That thing hurt me by poking my head. Ow. My head. Get up to get down. Get up to get down. Get down. Get up to get down. Down. Ow! Little bastard. That throwing knife hurts. There's another little bastard right there. I don't need to deal with him, though. Alright, let's kick down the shortcut ladder. There we go. And it's time to enter into this pipe. Ow, ow, ow. Ba 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 bum ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 bum bum ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Man, you really just can't enter a pipe without Mario music popping in your head, can you? The answer is no, you can't. Okay, so there's no reason for me to go over there. So let's head back. Ba-da ba-da ba-da. Ba-da ba-da ba-da. Ba-da ba-da ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-bum bum 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-bum bum 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 bum. Mario is canon in Elden Ring? Dude, how well do you think Mario would do in Elden Ring? I think he'd do pretty well. After all, enemies killing me with a Goomba Stomp prove that Goomba Stomping works. It is a completely valid attack method. Ah, you little bastard. Hiding around the corner for that sneak attack. Damn him. And heck, if you can't Goomba Stomp them, it's not like Mario can't fight in other ways. I've played Smash Bros. Mario can punch. Rat Jam. There's the rat I'm looking for. This rat is progress indicator. Follow the rat. By the way, there's a hole here. Whoop. Big rat. There's a big rat here who makes all the rules. And there's a hole here as well. I don't know which hole to fall into. I think this hole is the one that I want to fall into. Nope, this took me back to the basilisks. Damn it. Luckily, we've got our shortcut ladder. Yeah, so Mario added the rune of jumping, and that's why we can jump in this game and not the others. You know what? I'll believe it. Okay, that's where the big rat who makes all the rules was, and we fell down that hole. This is where the small rat is. So it's time to fall down this hole. Whee! Yeah, I knew about that commoner that likes to stand there and try and backstab you. Shortcut. I remember that guy. Well, that's a lot of bodies. Hey, look, a jar. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar! Ha 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 ha. Ritual pot. Okay, I think this is the end of this little area now. We're good. Down we go. We're going deep, deep underground. So deep. And this is the Forsaken Depths. Hey, look. Why, this looks like the entry point to a boss room in any normal catacombs that we've ever been to. Huh. Fancy that. Let me just, put on my proper attire here. In case you can't tell, there is obviously a boss fight in here. Moog the Omen! Hey, I know you. I've got your shackle. Ah! My lunar princess gives me strength that I will not have fear of you. Shouldn't have rolled backwards there. I took the hit anyway. Fucking... He did the full combo. He's like, fine, I'll throw shit too. And he did. My guiding moonlight. You are always there with me, my guiding moonlight. But Moog, aren't you the Lord of Blood? Hence why you have that flaming blood attack? Aren't you supposed to be in the Mogwin Dynasty? What are you doing here? Great enemy felled. Blood Flame Talons acquired. A Blood Oath incantation granted by the Lord of Blood. Creates blood flame lacerations before the caster which explode in an instant. This incantation can be cast repeatedly. After dealing damage, blood flame continues to build up the onset of blood loss for a very short time, making it slightly better than normal bleed. That's why Eleanor's blade is so darn good. And what else do we got here? The Erd Tree's Favor +1. Talisman depicting a special blessing of the Erd Tree raises max HP, stamina, and equip load. It is said that when the age of the Erd Tree began, such blessings were personally bestowed upon their recipients by Queen Marika herself. So this gives you a little bit of everything. It's not as good as a pure equip load increase or a pure HP or stamina increase or anything like that. It's not as good as, say, Radagon's Soar Seal. But it's okay. It doesn't have any drawbacks to it, which is pretty nice. Shackle. I did it. I didn't even need to use his shackle, because I'm that good. I'm just that good. Hey, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Guess what? There's more. Well, we've seen that pose before. Holy shit, that's a lot of dead merchants. Damn. That's a lot of dead merchants. That's a lot of dead merchants. I think you can tell what might have happened to them. They are in the pose of those who have succumbed to the frenzied flame. Dear God, how are there this many dead merchants? There's got to be at least one that's still alive and sane, considering we've got music playing. Right? Right? Yellow ember. More indication of the frenzied flame. The Frenzied Cookbook 2. Wait, where am I going? This allows us to make Frenzy Flame Stones. Ready for parkour? I love how sad and somber the song sounds. Makes perfect sense that they would have a sad, somber song to play with all the death and stuff. This is delicate parkour. Very delicate, chat. Very delicate indeed. Careful there. There we go. Inescapable Frenzy. Incantation from the Maddening Three Fingers calls the yellow flame of frenzy to blaze from the caster's eyes. The caster then latches onto foes, spreading the madness. This incantation also causes buildup of madness in the caster and is only effective against Tarnished. To gaze into one another's eyes is truly the most intimate form of human contact. Yeah, you grab them and say, "Stare into my eyes," as though you're Ghost Rider or something. What's the link between Merchants and the Frenzy Flame? Just give it a sec. Trust me, we're about to learn. Fingerprint Stone Shield. A great stone shield with an intricately carved fingerprint design, one of the heaviest of all great shields. Part of the tomb of an ancient god, the readerless fingers relayed their message through these imprints, said to be the very seeds from which frenzy first sprouted. Readerless fingers, as in they had no finger readers. Or perhaps they couldn't be read because they were crazy and frenzied. That's a lot of dead merchants there. Somehow that doesn't hurt us, even though it really should. You'd really think that that would hurt you on that fall, but eh. So, let's take a quick peek here. This is the Frenzied Flame prescription, and we find Hyetta here. Looks like she somehow parkoured her way down here and then put the floor back up. Or maybe she was teleported here by the power of the three fingers or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's go a little bit into why there are so many merchants here. There are so many dead merchants there specifically because of... Well, there used to be a quest in the game involving the merchants. In fact, Kale, the very first merchant that you speak with, talks about setting you out on this quest, right? And basically, to make a long story short, with some bits and bobs, right, is the fact that the merchants are seen as the source of the frenzied flame. I think basically, I'm trying to see if I can find the exact cut dialogue that Merchant Kale used to have. I've seen the videos of it before. All right, here, I can just play the dialogue for you guys.
What they did to my ancestors. The whole clan buried alive. Sick. Maddened. Husks of themselves. If you heard their moans, they're hardly human anymore. They think we worship the three fingers, that we called the maddening sickness down upon them. Well, if that's what they expect from us, then that's what they shall get from us! Race and his people should have been content to see us sink between the cracks, but to have intruded upon our solace, having broken us upon their whims? Never forgive any of you. Wait. Who's that? That burn. Your eyes. You've inherited the flame of frenzy. Unknown warrior. Divest yourself of everything.
Anyway, essentially, what happens is that Shabriri is the one who originated the frenzied flame, but he is able to pin it on the merchant people to the point that they are seen as the source of the frenzied flame, and they are locked up in this dungeon with the source of the frenzied flame itself, the maddening Three Fingers, because of Shibriri's machinations. And what that does is two things. That A, allows Shibriri a little more freedom than he normally would have been able to get. He's seen a little bit more as one of the victims that went mad from the frenzied flame and was inflicted by it by the people who summoned it. And B, it causes the lineage of the merchants to have rightfully a bone to pick with the Golden Order, a desire for the Golden Order, for everything to be taken down. You saw how many dead merchants were up there. There were a lot of dead merchant people up there. We probably passed, like 200 people that were just entombed here, gone mad by the flame of frenzy, forced into it, slowly but surely turning into withered husks. And the basics of the cut quest with Kale seems to be that he would have given us a little bit more guidance and a little bit more backstory on the Flame of Frenzy. It certainly would have explained why there are a bunch of dead merchants on the lead down here, right? And it was a thing where I think he would have given a little more possible hint toward where to get here or how to get here. I mean, Shibriri does tell us that deep underground and stuff, but he doesn't really tell us behind the altar of Moog the Omen. You gotta go jump on that and that'll open it up. And it gives a better explanation for what the merchants are about and why the merchants are so very widespread from each other, why the merchants don't tend to go near each other, why the merchants are usually in very isolated areas and out of the public view. And that's because they're mostly in hiding. Or at least if that quest line was still there with the merchants, it's because they're in hiding. They're trying to stay out of the gaze of the Golden Order, prevent themselves from being taken away like the rest of their clan was. And even the dialogue there, the Golden Order should have been happy with just letting us live in the cracks. They weren't even asking for a lot. They were asking just for the most basic of basic things to be allowed to exist as humble merchants. But because they were set up by Shibriri, the Golden Order does not do things in half measures, as we've seen. Remember when we went to the mountaintop of the giants and we saw what's left of the giants, and they are all on skewers with briars running through their bodies, their corpses with limbs ripped off as they are frozen in place? The Golden Order, when it is willing to take the fight to someone, just genocides them. They do not let things exist. Reminder, ancient dragons, and how many of them we've seen? 2. One of them is dead in a Lich Dragon, and the other one is that dragon's sister, who has been, probably in hiding for the most part, Lanciax. Every other dragon we've seen has been a lesser dragon, a wyvern, not an ancient dragon. You can tell that because they don't have 4 legs and separate wings. Their wings and their forearms are combined together. That's the difference between a dragon and a wyvern, for those that don't know. Now, wyverns are technically still dragons, so they are still technically dragons, but again, we've seen 2 ancient dragons. All the other ancient dragons have been fucking wiped out. dead. Lesser dragons are still around, and that probably only happened because Godwin was able to make friends with one of the last ancient dragons that was still around, and it was only still around because it was one of the biggest, toughest ancient dragons around. But the Golden Order, upon understanding that it was the merchants that called forth this horrific plague of frenzied flame, this blight upon the world that threatens the sanctity of the Erd Tree, rounded up every merchant they could possibly find and just tossed them down here, deep, deep underground, along with the maddening Three Fingers, where they can live with the horrible frenzy they summoned. But they didn't actually summon it. Instead, they were just confined to a fate that they never should have been confined to in the first place. So that's some cut content. I kind of wish that content would have stayed because it's very interesting, and Kale's voice actor does a great job at delivering those lines. And since they didn't change the fact that there are a million billion dead merchants on the way down here, it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense without that cut content. If they had changed it up and made it all Albinaurics here or something like that, I could kind of understand that, because the Albinaurics are also being horribly genocided by the Golden Order. But it is what it is. Cut content. Interesting cut content, though. Hyetta!
So you're here as well, are you? I realized as we've talked, I'll be a maiden, and you, surely a lord. Go
surely.
To the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the Three Fingers will welcome you. May the flame of chaos find purchase within you. Go to the door ahead. It will surely open.
The flame of chaos. Well, for now, we'll think about that just a little later on. Just a little later on. Don't worry. We'll return in the future. You'll get to see the Three Fingers, I promise. Shabriri is truly the evil one? Oh, yeah. The Grand Lift of Rold. Hoist the secret medallion at the Grand Lift of Rold, and let's see where it takes us. Boop. Sorry, I was double-checking the dialogue. There we go. It's dark. I can't see nothing. Can't see my foot in front of my face. I don't know why my foot's in front of my face, but I can't see it. So we took the Grand Lift of Rold, but we used the secret medallion. And that brings us to, well, a secret place. The hidden path to the Halig Tree. Which if I recall correctly, does have some secret stuff. There's a reason why Shibriri is considered the most reviled man in history? Yes. Also, the merchant quest line gives you, in case you didn't have enough, it gives you extra info about Shibriri being a manipulative asshole. Little bastard. Oh no! Look at that. In case you're wondering what that is, it's a big octopus. Just hanging from the ceiling, which is extra creepy. Extra, extra creepy. Is that an incantation they're using? Yes, it is. Those vulgar militiamen are casting the Beast Claw incantation. Which is why the first time they did it, I was like, I guess they must know Garank. Another octopus. Oh my god. Little bastards. These little vulgar militia bastards. Okay, good. Done. Sheesh. There are a bunch of those little nerds. So, hey. In case you're wondering about this... After all, there's items down there and such, right? That must mean that there's, something for us to do, right? Yup. More invisible pathways, everybody. Is this one a straight shot? I sure hope so. Looks like it. Beast incantations and black flame, huh? Again, very reminiscent of people getting power from Garank. Look at that guy. He just doesn't even care. He's just walking along. Okay, looks like a pretty straight shot to me. And if it wasn't, as always, I have the ability to quit out faster than you can say he quit out. No, we could hop down there, but there's more stuff for us to get. Oh, I think I actually have to hop down there for the more stuff. Never mind. Thor being dumb again. Please excuse. It's just invisible pathways, guys. There aren't very many in Elden Ring, but here they are. Heroes Rune 1. Let the light of the moon purge you from my sight. Oh, I sliced off his tentacles. Nice. An old fang, land octopus ovary, and somewhere a heavy door has opened. Oop, I'm out of juice. It's fine. I may be out of spells, but I'm not out of swings. Root resin times 4. Look, a hidden boss that you could have easily just missed. Yeah, that's the way out, so we're just gonna do the boss now. What boss do you think it'll be, chat? Perhaps it'll be a brand new boss we've never seen before. Hey, wait a second, that looks familiar. That boss looks real familiar. That looks like me. A stray mimic tier. I have given me the chance of a lifetime to kill me. Finally, my dreams can come true. Yay, I'm finally dead. Yay. And there's Deathroot here, that's right. Black Flame Monk Amon. Used to summon the spirit of Amon, the Black Flame Monk. Amon swore fealty to the god-slaying Black Flame and so became the first fire monk to turn traitor. Or perhaps it is better said that he fled from the giant's flame, out of cowardice. Scared of the flame of ruin, he instead embraced the flame of death, which doesn't seem all that much like cowardice, but okay. Did I just see me stronger than me? Speldrick Talisman, +2. Can't see. Camera, please. Ow. Hey, look. We're right back out here where we killed all those vulgar militiamen. And the giant octopus. That's right, it just loops you back around. Oh, level design. Just great level design. We are at the hidden path to the Halig Tree. Look! All this western spot area. It's time to unlock this, too. Welcome to the consecrated snowfield. Now, chat, have any of you ever looked up the word consecrated before? Basically means it is a sacred snowfield. Show me the path, O gentle lights, the promised path to the Halig Tree. I want that map before I do much of anything else. No, we'll talk later, Mr. Giant Dragonkin Spirit. I need this map first. Ah! I almost jumped to my doom. Halig sounds a lot like German Heiling, which means consecrated, hallowed, and sanctified. It does, doesn't it? I'm glad I'm not the only person that, well, either knows that or either looked it up or knows German in the stream. German Disaster Lord. He's made of Germany. Don't worry, we will go all through the consecrated snowfield and everything like that. We just first, I want this map. Give map. There we go. Oh, damn it. Leave me alone, dog. I gotta teleport back to where we were before, at the very beginning. Oh no! I forgot something back at the hidden path to the Halig Tree. I forgot to grab something. I'm an idiot. I even thought to myself, make sure you don't forget this now. This won't take long to get, I hope. Should only take a moment. Nope. How did you... Forgot the Silver Scarab? I forgot the Silver Scarab. How did that freaking octopus aim that spit to knock me off like that? That was honestly impressive. Honestly impressive, but also fuck you. There it is. Silver Scarab. Like I said, it'll only take a second for me to grab, but let's take a look at the Silver Scarab. There we go. A talisman facsimile of a scarab, the carrier of treasures and precious things. It enhances item discovery. That's it. Nothing major lore-ish with it, but it is something that I clearly wanted to grab, you know what I mean? Okay, then. No, not bear. I didn't want to walk into bear territory. Bearatory. Leave me alone, Mr. Bear. He's still not leaving me much alone. Now, the ghost said follow the lights in order to get to the Halig tree, but I don't want to get to the Halig tree yet. I want to, There's an item over here, damn it. There he is. A duelist. Pull out your Yu-Gi-Oh deck and let's duel. Oh no, not the choke slam. With the snake. The rot snake. This is a rotten duelist, by the way. If you can't tell by his color, he is very rotted. And now I've been rotted too. We got the Rotten Battle Hammer and the Rotten Duelist Helm. How does it increase item discovery? If you've noticed throughout the entirety of the game, we have been able to find precious items in the possession of Silver Scarabs. I believe it is just... something about them gives them some sort of innate ability to find precious items. So, fair enough, you know? All right, Rotten Helm, which we just got. Bronze helm decorated with innumerable snakes eaten through by scarlet rot, worn by gladiators who were driven from the Colosseum. The wearer becomes a slightly easier target for foes. And we also got a weapon, the Rotten Battle Hammer. Should be down here. Somewhere. There it is. Large iron great hammer designed for gladiatorial combat, now festering with scarlet rot. Weighty enough to crush armor and its wearer alike. It's got 65 scarlet rot buildup, which is quite good. 65 is a pretty high level buildup. He got... And sorry if that didn't seem like I put a whole lot of, I mean, I could sit here and pretend to put great interest in that Silver Scarab talisman, but it's just kind of not given much attention by the game. And it's just like, hey, Silver Scarabs are things you found all over the place. They always have good items on them. Therefore, Silver Scarabs get good items. Here's a talisman that depicts that. Hey now. You dang little snail. I heard you while I was checking my map. There we go, Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 23. What's number 23 give us? It lets us make frozen raisins, clarifying cured meat, and clarifying white cured meat. Nothing super amazing, but hey. Let's see. Hey, look, a silver scarab. It must have a nice item. Somber Smithing 8. There you go. Have I ever used the cookbooks? Yeah, I've done a couple things, but not much, if I'm being perfectly honest. The crafting system, it's nice that it works well and everything like that, but it also is, aside from a few things like throwable pots or perfumes and stuff, really feels like it's not really worth your time. A golden seed. Should be a thing over here, I think is where the... I believe that's where the torch is? Right? Hello, Ghost Man. Only a little further now. Show me the path, O gentle lights. The path to Elfell. Path to Elfelt? The Guilty Gear character? Anyway, where's the caravan? Should be around here somewhere. Could be walking down this way. Can't marry her, I'm already married? That's true. Oh my god, a bear from out of nowhere. Run. It's big, it's angry, it's a bear. Holy damage. What the I didn't even get a chance to get up. The instant I started getting up, he hit me. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, man. Jesus. Why did that bear do 70% in one hit? Whoops. Here, let's change our outfit a little bit. Maybe what we need is some bigger tank. I don't like that one. Yeah, give me the crucible armor. I'm not heavy load or anything, right? Nah, we're good. Oh, hey, look at this. A guide to some catacombs. I actually do know where these catacombs are, so we're fine. At least I know for the most part. They are up here. Like, right up here. Right up here. Against the wall somewhere. Right there. Found it. Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs. Oh my god, I can see again. I'm not blind anymore. I don't think there's a whole lot for me to grab in here, right? It's a lot of, upgrade materials, yeah. But other than that, not much more. Just a bunch of upgrade materials. You know what? I haven't used my hammer in a long time. I'm going to hammer things. Yeah, I heard you falling off that wall. Oh, I'm heavy-weighted. Well, we can change Lionel's stuff out to something a little less, hefty. Oh yeah, I remember this freaking room. Because of that guy specifically. Later, nerd. I'm up here and you're down there. I hope you get colded to death. Ah! Jeez, why does a throwing knife do that much damage? Oh, I completely forgot about you existing. You just, from the top rope with the big elbow, annihilated me. Do I need to carry bow? Yes, I need to carry everything. Okay, one jumping R2 will, stagger their asses down. You want to turn this into a range battle? I got more arrows than I need for you. Look what you've done. You've turned yourself into a willing pincushion. Big swing. Oopsie. Early roll. Wait a second. Who said you were allowed to rise up like that? Well, I guess I did. The element of surprise is lost when you attack me before I'm even in the room, bro. Oh my god. What brand of throwing knife are you using? Can I have some? I wish when I used a throwing knife that the enemy I hit lost 30% of their HP. That's insane, man. Fall already, damn. Thank you. Sheesh. Grave Glovewort 8. There's a lot of high-ranking Grave Glovewort in this dungeon. So I can suggest to everyone to pick up those Grave Gloveworts. There's a lot of like 8s and 9s in here. Oh great. Another one. Isn't that lovely? Let me just move this along a little bit. Whoa, that's a long way down. What? The shockwave one-shot me? Why? Why would it do that much damage with the shockwave? Why would it do that much damage at all? I have so much health and armor. Why? I don't... It doesn't make sense. It is stupid. It is an infinity of stupid. It's not even a boss enemy at this point. It's just a normal enemy. And it one-shot me. Imped Elder. I'm not walking in that ice mist. That would hurt me. Holy fuck. That was like 2 hits from the frost breath almost killed me. You input reading bastard. You knew I was gonna try and wake up and kill you. Hiya, Jesus, man. I get that that's its big attack and all. Grave Glovewort 9, by the way. But still, one-shotting me? Remember what I said, Elden Ring makes no sense in the late game with its damage output. No sense at all is made. Late game enemies, some of them are just allowed to kill you when they really shouldn't be able to. Clean rock reefs. Whoop. Careful. Camera. Don't do that. The DLC, everything just kills you. I can't wait for the DLC to be the no-hit mod. You have to no-hit or you will die. Then Elden Ring can truly be the game where you die. 2 Clean Rot Knights. I don't want to fight 2 of you. I'll fight 1 of you. At a time, but not 2 of you. Come on over. Stop trying to deliver pizza over here from afar. If you're going to deliver pizza, come deliver pizza. Come on, give me that pizza. Hot and ready, hot and fresh, the way I want it. Not through the wall. Not through the wall. You can't deliver pizza through the wall. Ah, it's vomiting rot at me. Ugh, gross. Another Grave Glovewort 9. Again, 9s are high upgrade numbers. 1 below 10, and 10 is the max. And look, another Grave Glovewort 9. Tons of them. So let's look at the new hat we got, the Imp Head Elder. Head covering made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem. Resembling an elder, it holds trace amounts of arcane knowledge. Hey, can I get a wall pizza with some pepperoni, nachos, enchiladas, some ayaya sauce? Duelist man, let's go. I've already equipped my buffs, so I'm ready to fight. Oh, don't let that one hit. That one will hurt. I need this flame to cleanse me. Oh no! Why'd I let him do that? My head! Do you like the part where he just gained infinite poise and I couldn't do any stagger to him at all when he felt like it? Ow. Infinite poise. I could have still won if I didn't, like, play like a scared little bitch. But I played like a scared little bitch because I had like no healing. There we go. Like I said, I just had to not be playing like such a little bitch. Great Grave Glovewort! Hey, that's a 10. And the Rotten Gravekeeper Cloak, which is what he was wearing. It's got some good anti-rot on it. Thick, bristly coat eaten through by scarlet rot, the symbol of an underground gravekeeper station. So, good immunity on it. In fact, it has better immunity than Mushroom? No, never mind. It has worse immunity than Mushroom. It has better other stuff than Mushroom. Back to poor visibility land. I can't see anything. Take a look. Couldn't read a book. 'Cause it is snowy. Where the heck is the convoy carrying the item that I would like to grab? It should be somewhere in this area. Hopefully I don't run into that giant bear again. Wait a second. Is that convoy specifically a nighttime convoy? It could be. Let me change the time of day to night. Maybe that'll do it. At least those guys were chill. I just ran right by them and they're like, oh, okay. Smacking my face up against a wall. They had no problem. Where's the convoy? Ah! I know it's supposed to be in this area. Or at least that's where I remember finding it, is in this area. Man, I don't know. There's supposed to be a convoy with a chest on the back that has an item that I would like to grab. But I cannot find it. All I can find are these wolves eating the people. As they should be. Here it is! Wow, I don't think I've ever seen it over in this area before. There we go, St. Trina's torch. Oh my god, dude. That damage. This is just an ice swamp. In fact, I'm shocked this doesn't build up ice blight as you're in it. That would be a very Miyazaki thing to do. Oh, the hiccups. Okay, St. Trina's torch with the purple flame. Candle stand torch that burns with a light purple flame. The carvings depict St. Trina, but in adult form, somewhat unnervingly. The light purple flame induces sleep. Unique skill fires of slumber blow into the candlestick flame, creating a stream of hazy purple fire to cover the ground ahead. The intoxicating flames inflict the sleep ailment on foes. Is the storm random? Oh no, this place is always low visibility. Always, always, always. There's stuff for me to get over there, so we're going to go over there now. Consecrated Snowfield always has this low visibility in a lot of the area. Which is fine. Not a big deal. Glintstone Craftsman's Cookbook 8. Look at all these graven sorcerers. Oh, look. The Albanoric Rise. You're shiny. You must die. Link must die. Maybe the area applies the hiccup blight. I have had hiccups since I got here. It might be. Is this the one where I need the Fanged Imps? I think it is. That's why we can summon ashes. We need the Fanged Imp ashes. It's also why they depict a couple of imps here. There they are. Now I think we need to kill the spectral imps while they're out. Seal on the rise open. There we go. Visibility is ass. So that one doesn't give you much of a hint other than the depiction of two imps. I actually read, and I don't know if this is true, that apparently there is another solution to that, Graven Mass Talisman. There is another solution to that where if you use a Bewitching Branch on a Spectral Imp and then find the second Spectral Imp, because there's 2 of them around, then it'll work as well if you don't have the Fanged Imp Ashes. But I'm not 100% sure on that. If that does work, if anyone can confirm or deny, that'd be cool. If it does work, that's a neat, you know, like, clever solution to the problem. Okay, now let's go see if I can find our nighttime enemy. I thought he was with the convoy. Oh, the convoys. Oh, that's right. The convoy goes all the way around, whereas the normal nighttime enemy is, like, over here. And that's why I thought he was with the convoy. Yeah, there he is. Come and get me, big boy. Eat a dick, big boy. Look how busted this shit is. How did they think this was okay? Finish him. Where's my presents? Give me my presents. I see you over there, pretending that you never noticed me and the fact that I murdered your ally. So, yes, this is a double Knights Cavalry. You can fight them both at the same time. I suggest doing one at a time, for obvious double bosses suck reasons. Come on, big nerd, get over here. If you only kill one, does it stay dead? Yeah, I think so. I think you can do this piecemeal. Which is pretty nice of them. God knows that's not usually Miyazaki's style. Did you just see what I did? Are you really gonna do this fight, dumbass? We get the Knights Cavalry set. Finally. Helm, armor, gauntlets, greaves, and an ancient dragon smithing stone. Let me just double check and make sure that's the thing I opened before. It is not. It's a different caravan. Wait. Oh, no, maybe it is the one I opened before. Wait, I'm being stupid. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Stop! You violated the law. The flowing curved sword. That's also important. That's why I wanted it. Okay, okay, good. Now we just got to get ourselves to a safe spot for a second, and we can look at our spoils of war. Oh, you can even hear him over there. All right, Knight's Cavalry set. Pitch black helm with flowing black hair worn by the Knights Cavalry who ride funeral steeds. The Knights Cavalry who now wander the dim roads of night were once led by the Fell Omen and were deliverers of death for great warriors, knights, and champions. Pitch black armor thinly painted with dried blood worn by the Knights Cavalry. And that's going to be like all of them. So, there is the confirmation that yes, the Fell Omen, that is Morgott disguising himself as Margit, great disguise name by the way, created them specifically to hunt down champions and make sure that nobody could try and become Elden Lord. We also got the flowing curved sword. Legends speak of a master of the sword garbed in blue and his curved blade that was patterned after flowing water. The strong attack unleashes a series of strikes akin to a dance, offering a glimpse into the legend. Let's see. Spin! Look at them spins. Isn't it pretty? We're going to go level up the Rivers of Blood. OP Katana, strongest katana in the game. Let's give it some levels. So it can live up to the strength of its name. Psst, hey chat. Ah, yeah. Got him. Chat was not ready for the ah, yeah. By the way, in case you can't hear it, there's some loud stompy noises going on in this direction. If you're wondering why, that's why. Spirit Dragonkin Soldier. Well, there it goes. More stompy noises in this direction. And if you're wondering why, Spirit Dragonkin Soldier. Well, I guess I won. See, that's kind of going to keep happening in the area, by the way. Just to let you know. He's going to keep showing up in this general zone. Yo, okay, you go that way now, sweetie. Have fun. Should be something over here that I can get. There it is. With the one lone ancestor singing here, the stalwart horn charm +1. Rhymed crystal, bud. The Yellow Annex Ruins. And hey, look! Madness rats. Madness rats everywhere. Hey, look. A giant. Or a troll, even. Madness troll. Lots of madness in these here ruins, huh? Man, he's gotcha rolling. Oh, that's a lot. Big madness. You rolled over your ally. I mean, I call him an ally, but you're mad. You're crazy. I'm not sure if you have any allies. Lots of eyes of yellow here. Should be a downstairs somewhere with an item I can grab, I think. Rat jam, baby rat jam. Maybe it's over here. You gotta wonder why it is that torches suddenly do so much damage. I stick my torch out and wave it at you has not gotten any stronger as an attack or anything. Did they make the fire better up here? I guess they must. Ah, yes, the rats are having a congregation. There's a stone sword key, but that's not the thing I was looking for. That's nice to see. Where's my spell? Must be, it's gotta be back here in the main ruins. Must have, like, missed it. Up there it is. It's in there. I just gotta get in there. It's locked away, though. How do I get in? Hiya! Double jump. There we go. There it is. Unendurable Frenzy. Causes the yellow flame of frenzy to violently burst forth from the caster's eyes. Hold to continue channeling. It is the maddening pain and unstoppable tears of those afflicted with the flame of frenzy brought into being. So this is similar to the flame of frenzy, only it shoots out in all directions from you. But if I'll be honest, the regular flame of frenzy, for PvE at least, is perfectly fine. More than good enough. It's probably fine for PvP as well, now that I think about it. Okay, fine, I'll go out without my steed, without my ride. Okay, now this is obviously a cave, catacombs or something for us to explore. So let's go do that. Should be right down, right. Right, Yellow Annex Temple. Double checking. There's an ancient dragon smithing stone in here. And a boss item for us, and that's it. So we don't gotta worry too much about finding everything in here. I'll use Rivers of Blood for the boss, so on the way to the boss, we'll use something else. How about this Zweihander? I haven't used this Zweihander in a little while. I hear zappy noises. How about you? Does not open from this side. Well, okay. I guess we're going to have to fall down that hole, aren't we? Ah, god damn it. Okay, maybe not the Zweihander, because these guys are really resistant to slashing damage, and I need something blunt. I need some blunt. 420. I need blunt. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the death. Fuck it. We're like 2 steps in here. These guys are way too resistant to slashing damage. Alright, give me my horn, I guess. Great horny hammer. My great horny hammer. Look how much better that is. More than double the damage, despite being a lower level and a weaker weapon overall. Again, does anybody else hear the zappy noises? Zap, zap. Zip, zap. I like how these guys are like awakening from a frozen slumber when we get to them. In case you're wondering about the zappy noises, they're coming from down there. From that gravity well. Guess I ought to go say hi to the gravity well while I'm here. Since there's a ladder and all. Smithing stone 8. Yeah, the smithing stones in this place are all a pretty solid level, huh? Rune arc. Smithing 6. An alabaster lord. Kneel. Smithing 8, the Alabaster Lord sword, which I think we already have one of. Another smithing 8. Yep, we already had an Alabaster Lord sword. I think we got that down in the Lake of Rot, if I remember right, too. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, another maximum upgrade material. This place isn't easy to get to? What do you mean? You just go over to one of the cliffs at the edge, you jump off with Torrent far enough to land in the consecrated snowfield, and it respawns you there. Simple. Somber 8, also nice. By the way, just going to say this ahead of time, I am not a fan of the boss of this particular dungeon. I know what the boss is of this dungeon. I remember being quite disappointed by it. You should be able to see why once we get there. It's pretty obvious why. This is an Onyx Lord. Look at his darker skin. Oh! Ah, you son of a bitch. Go get your diaper changed, son. You're dead. Another somber 8, and over here we're gonna get another somber 8. No, a smithing 8. Sorry. I bet again a copy of other bosses, but more. Well, hey, you're certainly on the right track. There's that door that we couldn't open. Smithing 8. That door is just a shortcut to the boss fight. I did say I was going to use Rivers of Blood for this boss. So this boss deserves it. Estelle, Stars of Darkness. Yes, it's just Estelle again. Remember how cool and awesome Estelle was? Now look how lame it is because there's two of them. Like Godric, yes. Damn, look at that. Rivers of blood damage. God damn it. You gotta have a fast roll to be able to dodge that, and I clearly do not. Like, it's so unfortunate because Estelle is such an awesome boss. I get that they wanted to reuse the design because it's such an awesome design, but it takes away from the coolness factor when there's more than one of them. And it really adds to the... They over-bloated the game with too much and didn't know what to do. Ow. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I guess that one-shots me. I guess so. God damn. I think more bosses does make the game better, but, you know, when you repeat the same boss a few too many times, even if it's repeated one time, like with Estelle, Estelle's cool because he is a solitary thing that you find. This horrifying eldritch monstrosity hidden deep under the ground. Estelle becomes less cool when there's another of them. He's still cool, but I just think it takes away from it. Especially with how much easier it is to find this Estelle over the Estelle with the Remembrance. Fuck you. He is being extra annoying on this attempt. Oh, that was a fourth? It had a fourth. I guess this still has four. Grab. Okay, sure game. How does that grab work? How does that grab work? Here, let's watch that in super slow motion. Here you go. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Sure. Whatever you say, game. That makes perfect sense. It makes no sense at all. Literally zero. God, you don't know how much I hate the words skill issue. That term has lost any meaning that it once had. A long time ago. More than get good? Yeah. Don't let that grab you, that'll kill. Oh, for the love of God, if you did the single hand, I would have been fine. No. Didn't get away in time. And the other hands. You know what? If you just never want to do the grab, that'd be cool. The other grab, that is. Just never do that one. Here it comes. I'll be full health. Oh, no grab. Instead, it'll be rocks. RNG rocks. Hey, we're good. That's the 4. It's if he uses every single arm. Still gotta stay out of it. The heavy gravity still hurts. No, I rolled. This entire fight is just, did you dodge the grab or not? And if you don't dodge the grab, you die. Isn't it fun? I've been teleport grabbed every single time. This grab just has a massive, giant giga hitbox that'll grab you from wherever. Alright, I'll save my bubble for when he goes for the grab teleport. And I'll let the bubble eat some of the damage, I guess. Might be the only way I survive it. I can dodge that all day. That too. Tail's real easy to dodge. That too. That, on the other hand, is some bullshit. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. That time he didn't telegrab me. What if Estelle, but the fight is worse? It's Estelle, but more damage. On the grab, mainly. Okay, we're good. Rocks! Rocks! Spam roll and hope you get lucky. Oh, hey, we got lucky. Uh-oh. Oh, nice. He did a relatively tame move. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that shit, man. Unless you have fast roll, it seems impossible. Grab? Yup, it's the Giga Grab. Yep. The bubble saved me. The bubble gave me exactly enough health to not die. Rocks! I swear to God, if you do a grab again, I'm gonna be so pissed. The Giga Grab! Oh, thank God. Where? Finish him! I got him. Meteorite of Estelle. I got him. Oh, I hate that boss. Worse Estelle. Much tankier and higher damage Estelle. But we got him. Meteorite of Estelle. Where is it? Should be... Oh, there it is. One of the glintstone sorcerers that manipulates gravitational forces. Summons a void that emits a hail of meteorites. Hold to continue the effect. A manifestation of the power with which Estelle leveled the Eternal City. Again, would make more sense if we got this from Estelle, the one that went through the Eternal City and at the end of Ronnie's quest line and gave you the remembrance. Instead, we get it from this one that didn't level an Eternal City. Like I said, Elden Ring is a little bit too big for its own good. It's got a little bit more than it should have for its own good, in the way of it repeating itself. You know what I mean? And reminder, we have good gear on. We have currently 46 vigor. That's a lot of life. That's soft cap. We're level 290, and the enemies do not scale with your level. That's just how strong they are. And a grab from Estelle is just an insta-kill, 100 to 0. Even with Golden Vow on for extra defense. I needed the bubble shield to eat one of the 3 hits from the grab to survive. How ridiculous is that, guys? How insane is that damage? Like, are they really asking people to put, like, 70 into Vigor or something? And even then... What? Do you, like, barely survive? Alright then, you. Screw you. I don't need this dragonfly nonsense. Hey, wait a sec. Why can't I use Torrent? Invaded by Sanguine Noble. Don't go too close to the bear. There he is. Holy ow. Look at him, he's got 2 Reduvias. We're fighting blood with blood. Look how insane Rivers of Blood is. We get the Sanguine Noble set. Hood, robe, and waistcloth. We've seen a few of those over the course of the game. And now we finally have their set. Sanguine Noble hood. Could have sworn it was in that section. Ah, here we go. Hood of dyed black cloth featuring gold embroidery, worn by the nobles who served the Lord of Blood. Known to strike from pools of blood, these assassins or missionaries come to share the gospel of accursed blood. Nobles fighting with blood daggers? Well, yeah, they're sanguine nobles. For those that don't know, sanguine is a word that means bloody. Sanguine Noble robe, dyed of black cloth featuring gold embroidery. A grand metallic pattern on the shoulder is the signifier of the noble rank they intend to claim upon the advent of the new dynasty they are working to install. It actually looks pretty good, too. And then the Sanguine Noble dress, waistcloth. Worn by the nobles who serve the Lord of Blood. Look how pretty we are now. Aren't we beautiful? Okay, anyway. So why was that Sanguine Noble here? Well, there's a good reason, and it's right over this way. A teleporter. A bloody teleporter. It's dark. I can't see shit. The music kind of gives away a little bit where we are, but welcome to Mohgwyn Palace. We've been here before. In fact, right down there is our crow hunting spot. That's right. So if you did not do the quest for White Mask Vare, this is the other way you can make your way to Mohgwyn Palace and eventually have an audience with Mohg, the Lord of Blood. Now, we got here a long time ago because I needed to get big levels, so I needed to kill so many of that bird right there. Do you know how many of that bird I've killed, chat? Too many of that bird. I've killed so many of that bird. Can I level up again? Oh my god, I can. Did I just level Vigor and hope that that I can level up my vigor enough to not get one-shot anymore. Boy, that seems like a plan. So yes, this does beg the question, why does Moog have a teleporter right about here at the consecrated snowfield? We'll be wondering about the answer to that question next time, everybody. For now, that is going to be the end of today's stream. We're going to have to make sure we pick up the pace and stuff because we've only got a couple days left before the DLC. So, look forward to next stream where we will be going through Mogwim Palace and then the rest of the Consecrated Snowfield and where the Consecrated Snowfield leads the Halig Tree. So, get excited for that. I will see you guys next time. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks again for watching. Peace out, everybody.